But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals, it's scorpions outside the house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you, all the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below, because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity, so if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong, when I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love the people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable, you're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows. America, steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity, so if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong, when I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable, you're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
All right, so okay, shout out to her. Now look, there's a lot I want to say. There's a lot to quote unquote unpack here, as the cool kids say. Let me start from the top. First of all, it's Ghana. It's Ghana. It's not America. It's Ghana. If you lived in the USA your whole life and you've not experienced anything else, no other country, you've not really seen poverty. The poverty in Ghana is 100% real. So of course you're gonna have scammers, you're gonna have bribery, you're gonna have those that think you got money. I mean, look. Okay, we all got a pair of eyes now. I ain't trying to be mean, but we see you got a few pounds on you, so you can go get food and things of this nature. When you're poor in other countries, it's impossible to be your size. See, that's that real poverty that you don't understand. Living in America got you spoiled. All the creature comforts, everything, the electricity come right back on. It never goes out unless you get some kind of catastrophic storm. And even in that case, it comes back on pretty quickly. See, you're not used to dealing with harsher conditions. A condition of a country that's not first world at all. Of course, you got places in Ghana where they got money, people doing well, just like anywhere else. But when they're not doing well, they're doing really, 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 really bad. And you just plopping yourself in there as a foreigner. You think because you're black that makes a difference? Listen, you as a black American might as well be a white person. Actually, it's kind of like not even the same, because they think the whites got money, the Chinese got money. Maybe you got a little bit of money, but not as much as them. Either way it goes, they see you as an opportunity. They don't really see you as one of them. There's internal issues in African nations, different groups, the class divide, tribal issues. So if they're not 100% on the same page in a place like Ghana, how are you going to come there and just have a beautiful time? It doesn't really make any sense. So like I said, before you go somewhere,
y'all be chewing me up about my takes and my opinions, but I'm gonna give them anyways. But you seen this one about this young lady. She's born and raised in America, but she decided to move to Africa, and she's on here complaining. She's saying that there's no snacks. She said that she was going to open up a dentist office, and she doesn't look like a dentist. She doesn't look like she went to dental school or anything like that. So I don't know how that works. But anyway, she said she's tired of seeing malnourished cows. Oh, sorry. I thought that was funny. That was funny. And she's like, she's tired of seeing chickens and stuff like that. Well, I'm from South Florida. We have chickens in our backyard. But this is my opinion on it. It's something about, I don't like when immigrants come to America and complain about the United States. And I guess it's rubbing me the wrong way too, hearing her talk badly about Africa while she's over there. Because why didn't you do your research? Like, because even I've been researching it because I feel as if that I want to move from America and move somewhere. And I know that the electricity cuts on and off in Africa. And I've never been. I want to go and I want to visit, but I've never been. But I know that. And I know how that will affect me. So I'm thinking about these things. And I just want to know, like, what research did you do? Did you go over there and stay for an extended period of time to figure out if you actually liked staying there full time, or possibly you just needed to purchase something over there and then travel and stay for a couple of weeks at a time or a month at a time and then come back? It's something about you going to a different country and then down in the country that you're in that doesn't sit well with me. I can't stand it when immigrants do it to us, and I guess I don't like it the other way around either. What y'all think?
Yeah, got a show for y'all. Got a damn good show. You know how you always hear black people talking about this is a racist country and we should go back to Africa? Yeah. It's better now. No way in hell I'm going back to Africa. It's better for us because we're surrounded by people that look like us. Nah. You can go to Chicago and there's people that look just like me and they're killing each other. Yeah. You got places in this country that's all black. Yeah. And it's dangerous. Yeah. Well, at least if you go to Africa, at least if you live amongst black people in a black neighborhood, the death will be quick. Africa, you're gonna suffer because they're gonna shoot you with a spear or something. All right, so this woman right here moved to Africa, and she's regretting that. She's regretting. Why? She's regretting it. Why? Because of the racism. Yeah, listen what she has to say. I'd rather live in a neighborhood full of Klansmen than I move to Africa, run a bunch of crazy Negroes. Yeah, I'd rather live around a bunch of white rednecks. Yeah. Hey, before we get to today's video, launch a new coffee. Damn good coffee. 50% Colombian, 50% Brazilian. Some damn good coffee manufactured right here in the USA. Don't forget, our giveaways, up in about a week and a half? Yeah. For the Jeep Rubicon and 10,000 cash. Anything you buy on our site, including our coffee, gets you automatically in it to win. Yeah, let's check this lady out.
But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit, what's that shit called that be coming down?
You need to come up with some more adjectives.
The bullshit animals and scorpions outside the house. It's big ass spiders. It's big ass lizards. Colorful lizards you ain't never seen before. All in the fucking room with you. Sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich. So they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below. Because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office and all the stuff that I was going to do out here. And
dentist office? She's a dentist. Oh, you ain't no dentist. How did she become a dentist? I don't believe that.
So we've got a viral story of a Black American woman who made the move to Africa looking for a better life, only to discover that reality doesn't always match expectations. In a now viral video, she says she would rather get back to America and deal with racism than continue dealing with the daily frustrations she's experiencing in Africa. And honestly, whether you agree with her or not, some of the things she's talking about are real adjustment, challenges that many people underestimate before making a major international move. So let's talk about it. Now, one thing I want to do is separate emotion from the actual complaints she's making. She's not saying she hates the people. In fact, she specifically says she loves the people and enjoys herself when she's outside. Her frustrations seem to be centered around everyday quality of life issues. She talks about power outages. She talks about unreliable infrastructure. She talks about the real water problem. She talks about scams and people constantly trying to get money from foreigners. She talks about food availability and not finding what she is used to. She talks about insects, wildlife, and animals around her home. And she also talks about feeling uncomfortable in her own living environment. So in other words, she's not just homesick, she's experiencing culture shock combined with lifestyle shock. And those are two completely different things. One of the biggest mistakes people make when moving abroad is assuming that every problem they had at home will automatically disappear. And that's not how life works. A lot of people romanticize moving to another country. They watch YouTube videos, they watch influencers, they see beautiful beaches, smiling people, and low cost of living. But they don't see the power outages, they don't see government bureaucracy, they don't see infrastructural challenges, they don't see the daily inconveniences the locals have already learned to live with. Every country has trade-offs. Africa has problems, Europe has problems, Asia has problems, and there is no perfect place. The question is, which problems are you willing to tolerate? And judging by her video, she's realizing that the problems that she left behind are easier for her to deal with than the problems she has found. But here is the part that stood out the most. She said she would rather deal with racism in America than continue dealing with the issues she's facing where she lives currently. And that is a powerful statement, not because everyone will agree with it, but because it shows how this transition is personal for her. And what one person considers freedom, another person may consider instability. What one person considers as an adventure, another person may consider as stress. And that is why relocation is such an individual experience. Just because one person thrives in a place, it doesn't mean another person will. So at the end of the day, I don't think that the story proves that moving to Africa is a bad idea, and I don't think it proves that America is perfect either. What it does prove is that moving abroad is a lot harder than people think. It is easy to visit a country, it is much harder to build a life there. So what do you guys think? Is she being unrealistic? Did she fail to properly prepare before the move? Or she's simply being honest about challenges that many people experience but don't talk about publicly? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and kindly remember to keep it respectful. If you're new on this channel and love breakdowns like this, kindly hit the subscribe button and join our family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.